Good meal and good conversation are the recipe for solving problems and moving Southeast Wisconsin forward. That's the goal of the second annual On The Table Milwaukee event, an initiative led by the Greater Milwaukee Foundation. Laura Glawe is here to tell us a little bit more about it. Great to see you, Laura.
Thank you, Vince.
So this is the second year for this. It kicks off with sort of this large event at the Hilton where you have a breakfast and then hear from some speakers and then you hear from people as well on an individual basis.
Absolutely. Tomorrow is going to be a very energized day. We have thousands of people literally across the region who are taking part in small table conversations about topics that are really near and dear to their hearts to move this region forward.
So that Marcus Corporation is the big meeting tomorrow at the Hilton, but as you were talking about, you want these conversations happening all over Southeast Wisconsin, over meals, and you want to hear back from people.
Right. The turnout last year really told the Greater Milwaukee Foundation that this community cares deeply about collaborating, sharing ideas, and having the vehicle of conversation to come together at small table gatherings around the community is the way that we will see action begin to happen.
What do you want them to talk about?
Well, it's really set by the table hosts themselves, so there's hundreds of table hosts that will be leading table conversations, and it's really an initiative for the community to then be able to speak to anything from solving issues around hunger, reducing homelessness. Last year we saw tables talking about preventing human trafficking. Many tables starting to collaborate this year and move their conversations into even deeper, meaningful ways to take action.
Is there anything that stands out from last year, things that you heard back from some of these tables where you're like, oh, that's something that we can work on, something that you've noted we've made progress on?
Many of the tables talked about matters of race, and so at least 80% of the tables discussed some way to make this community more inclusive racially, to start to invest in disinvested neighborhoods, and that is something we're very excited about. One table in particular, the St. Anne's Intergenerational Center, ended up meeting every first Friday throughout the year last year.
Oh, great.
And they are doing work to invest more deeply in economic development in the 53206 neighborhood. We expect their conversations to continue.
How do these groups communicate back to the foundation about what they've come up with?
Sure, so they fill out a survey at the end and they tell us about what items really bubbled up at their tables, and then the Greater Milwaukee Foundation is able to take a look at that and align some of our resources. In fact, this year for the first time we will be offering funding. We're calling it Ideas to Action funding, so tables who have really come up with something that they would like to move forward throughout this next year, we have an opportunity to receive financial support from the foundation.
Well, I hope it's very successful. Thanks for sharing it, Laura. And for more information, including on how to get involved in that conversation, you look for the On The Table MKE in the links section of our website, tmj4.com.